Hi, this is the third in a series of simple explainer videos that relate to the Curious Cloud methodology. My name is David Foster, and in these videos I'll be bringing Curious Cloud to life, both to help you notice and solve complex problems, but also as a way to help you become more generally engaged and productive in the work that you do. In the first two videos, we looked at how a diligent habit, taking just 5 minutes a day, can quickly help to improve our organisational understanding, and over time can help our subconscious to become more attuned to small changes that might have a significant organisational impact. Before we move on to creative problem solving in the coming videos, I want to pause to consider the mindsets and behaviours that not only support the Curious Cloud process, but also add value to you as an individual within your organisation. I've already spoken a lot about the need for curiosity and for being connected. So here I want to touch briefly on three things: peripheral vision, psychological safety, and diversity. One of the skills that we are encouraged to develop through our education and within our organisations is focus. And for sure, it's a really valuable ability. However, when we're trying to spot complex problems and then to come up with potential solutions, focus is only of tangential help. What we need to develop alongside our focus is the ability to use our peripheral vision. And actually you can see the effect right now. Keep watching the video, but notice how much of the surrounding environment you can also take in. I can see a painting, the garden, the house next door, a cold cup of tea, and so on. You may notice that you naturally default to peripheral vision when you're walking or driving, and that's because we intuitively recognise that threats can come from any direction. Being too focused robs us of this critical early warning system. In fact, it's actually pretty scary to focus intently on only the roadway in front of you. You'll probably find that you'll have to slow right down in order to feel comfortable. Within Curious Cloud, we use this capability to notice relevant anomalies in a universe of irrelevant data. And whilst it might seem like an impossible task, it simply requires the mindful discipline that you have been practicing when reading trade press articles and talking to colleagues. You're slowly building an internal picture of what's happening in your area of curiosity, which will later enable you to spot more fundamental changes against this background noise, using peripheral vision rather than looking directly in a focused way. Harvard Business School professor Amy Edmondson has been advocating the need for psychological safety within organisations for more than 20 years now, and has robust research to show the significance of the commercial benefit. I'm a passionate advocate of her work, and yet people at all levels in organisations still often fail to speak up, to share an idea, or to voice a concern. The Curious Cloud process draws on psychological safety to be really effective. But the steps also help to build this critical mindset within teams, slowly lowering barriers to communication and building trust. The daily tasks that help to strengthen your understanding of the organisation also encourage you to pose informed questions to those around you, whilst your growing curiosity encourages you to listen attentively to their answers, whether these relate to opportunities or threats on the horizon, or to the frustrations faced by customers or suppliers, or that they are personally experiencing. Psychological safety also plays into the third thing that I want to mention today: diversity. Many organisations seem to have really struggled to become more diverse, especially at a senior level, despite the fact that research shows that commercially it's really advantageous. I use quite simple ways to help organisations with this challenge, but there is a lot that you can do as an individual too. When we start to look at how to creatively solve problems, you'll see the tremendous value of deeply understanding the perspectives of the different stakeholders who are involved or affected. But in the meantime, think about who you tend to pose questions to when you are being curious and connected. A gold standard response will be people across all functions and levels in the organisation of different ages, backgrounds, genders, beliefs, cognitive styles, and so on. Conversations with those people who are unlike us in some way can be more challenging, largely because we are listening to nuanced opinions that we may not be used to. Our frugal brain needs to work harder to assimilate new views, compare them to our existing opinions, and process any dissonance. It's not unusual to find it quite tiring. But its range of different perspectives adds to the richness of our contextual awareness, improving our grasp of the broader situation, ultimately adding value to us within the organisation. That's it until the next video. In the meantime, wherever you sit, within or beyond the organisational structure, simply continue to practice being curious on a daily basis. And in your interactions, try to connect with as many people who are different to you as possible. There are deeper explanations in my Curious Cloud article, freely available from the Rally Strategic website. But if you find that this video is useful or that it has piqued your curiosity in some way, then please click like and share it with others.